everybody. Welcome to Seattle Refined in our TGIF edition. I'm Gard Swanson. Coming up on the show, get your pride on. Seattle explodes with a rainbow of color this weekend for the biggest party of the summer. Plus, hot diggity dog, the bottled wiener water that has people shelling out wads of cash. And the Jurassic World sequel rolls into theaters this weekend. Our refined movie critic has a review that you can sink your teeth into. As always, we start things off with hot topics and a warning. Some of these are a little bit cringeworthy. Of course, I can't do this thing alone. Joining me right now, Molly Shen and Seth Wayne from Como News. Always a pleasure to have you guys on board.
Yeah, good to be here.
Friday.
For sure. Yeah, happy Friday.
Yeah, I love it. Here we go into a nice warm weekend. We got the Pride Parade coming up.
Yeah.
All right, our first hot topic, the story a lot of people are talking about, Roseanne without Roseanne. ABC just announced the sitcom will be back this fall without its controversial star. The spinoff will be called The Connors. I'm wondering what you guys think about all this.
You know, if nothing else, it saves all those jobs. I think that was one of the things a lot of people talked about, right? When the show was canceled, all the writers, producers, everybody who works on the stage, behind the scenes, not to mention all the actors. So it's nice to see that they have a chance to prove themselves on another show.
But will it work without her?
Well, that's a good question.
That's the thing. I think Roseanne is... She says that she's sorry for what she did, and she really wants everyone to go back to work. And just exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
And to kind of piggyback on that. But I think with that said, Roseanne without Roseanne is this a little hard. I mean, she put a lot of stuff into that show.
Right.
And it's going to be interesting to see how they can't just ignore her.
Yeah. And many people watch the show for her.
For her.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really indecisive because I think you're either Camp Roseanne or not.
Well,
you know
and I'm not a Debbie Downer. I don't think it's going to work. And I would love to see it work to keep all those people employed, but I just don't. Without the big star there, it's just...
I think they're going to pull out a surprise. I don't know why I think that, but I think they're going to do some sort of something.
Yeah.
To grab you in.
To grab you in, yeah. Exactly.
Okay, moving on, our next hot topic. One of the biggest summer festivals is underway in Seattle. We're talking about Pride Fest. Expect huge crowds in Seattle today, tomorrow, and especially Sunday for the big Pride Parade. There's also some road closures, so it may be tough to get around town. Are you guys excited? You going to any of these events? I'm staying clear of all this. I don't care what event's happening downtown. I'm not going downtown.
You're not going?
No.
I will be there. I'm really excited about this year, so much so that I took Monday off.
Oh, good for you.
Because I always miss out on Sunday parties because I go to bed at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it's like it doesn't wind down until late. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take Monday off and just kind of go out there. But yeah, my husband, myself, our friends, we're going to go. It's just like let your hair down, just have a good time. It's always a fun, it's a great environment. Everyone's accepting, everyone is just having a good time, and that's what makes it so
I just
special.
can't take the traffic.
Yeah.
I just can't, I can't. I do it Monday through Friday. I'm not going to do it Saturday or Sunday.
I will have someone pick you up, and you can come over to a party, all right? So you don't have to deal with that at all.
You, but just not this weekend. Okay. Our next hot topic, summer blues. It's my favorite season, especially right here in Seattle. But not everyone loves it. A new study says it takes about 13 days into summer before parents go crazy trying to entertain their kids. You love it or you hate it?
This is all Molly right here.
Less than 2 weeks? That's so fast. Right? That people run out of their patience that fast?
This is the way
parents
wake up. You're going to blink. Your kids are going to be graduating from college.
Are you trying to make me cry, Gard? My daughter just graduated.
I know. What are parents thinking? Have some fun.
I have to say, at the end of summer, too, so many parents just like post pictures on Facebook like, woo, my kids are back in school. And we never really feel that way. I mean, obviously, it's great to get back into routines. But, yeah, I love the summertime and having them home and, just less stressed about all of their schoolwork. But I think it can be hard sometimes with the kids complaining, like, what are we doing today? What are you going to take me to do now? Maybe that's what that's getting at, that some parents really struggle with that. But you're absolutely right. It goes by so fast.
You blink and life's over.
Yeah.
That's what. God, I'm Debbie Downer today, aren't I?
No. It's all good. Well, it's an interesting perspective from Molly because she has older kids. Yeah. So for you, who's got the younger ones, I mean, are you ready for them to go back to school at the end of summer?
No, I could play catch with my son all day long. Or my daughter, kick the soccer ball around. No problem.
It is.
No problem at all. All right, our next hot topic. Seattle says it's the last straw. Starting July 1st, the city will ban plastic straws and utensils. Places will give customers biodegradable straws, or diners will have to bring their own. Are you guys okay with this?
I don't know how to answer this because I feel like I might get hate mail. I don't know.
Oh, right. Well, I guess we know what your answer is. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to miss the plastic straw. The paper ones are horrible.
They dissolve, don't work as well.
They're awful. I mean, I'm all pro-environment. I love, I love everyone. I don't know what camera. I love everybody. I love the fish. I love everything. But the one thing, I am going to miss the plastic straws.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll get used to it, but it's just, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm going to miss it.
I think it'll be hard to get used to, or I don't know if I ever will carry around my own straw, right? I know a lot of people have like a stainless steel straw or something. Yeah. So I guess
it goes with the same kind of realm of like carrying my own coffee cup. That lasts about 5 seconds.
Right. Although I'm totally used to having all my own shopping bags now.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
You know what?
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So
Molly for the win.
we'll
Good
get
job,
there.
Molly.
Right.
Excellent.
No, it is true. I walk out going to the grocery store without the bags. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So maybe I'll get in that method.
Right.
Okay, our next hot topic. Apparently, millennials are bad tippers. A new survey shows people ages 18 to 37 are lousy at giving tips. Why do you think that is? Are they privileged growing up? They never had a tip. Their parents didn't teach them. What do you think?
You know, I do wonder if it is parents not teaching. My daughter, the very first time she went and got her haircut without me and paid, I said, "How much did you tip?" And she said, "Oh, tip?" I was so embarrassed. We wrote a note and sent some money saying, "Thank you, you always do a great job cutting her hair." Yeah, she just kind of spaced it out. And so I felt like, oh, I know you've always seen me tip, and we've talked about it, but that day I didn't say, hey, it's your first time paying for something where you have to tip.
Yeah.
You know, don't forget, here's what you do, and here's the percentages to think about. I just hadn't really thought about telling her.
Yeah, Seth, what do you get on this?
I love the restaurants that put the service charge in already so you don't have to really think about it. That's honestly my point of view. I love it. But I mean, I kind of over tip because I just, you know, I've been a server. I know exactly what it's like.
Yes, when you've been the one delivering the plates of food.
Do you tip with bad service? Because some people do, which is, I don't think, good.
I do.
I do too.
I do.
Gosh, I'm a wuss. I'm a big wuss.
I mean, if it's
Same.
horrific,
Yeah.
then I might, you know, you might want to say something. I can't never leave a table without a tip, or, you know, these horrible people who just put on like little things that says like, get better next time or something.
Right.
It just is not.
I got a penny in the bottom of a beer glass once when I was a server.
That is horrible.
Well, apparently my service was horrible.
I got a nickel.
But now look at you.
Right? Look at us now.
Yeah.
Our next hot topic, they say a camera never lies, but that's not true if you're looking at this right here. The Crafty Airbnb photograph fooled guests into thinking they were booking a rental with a full-size pool table. Turns out it's just child size.
That's amazing.
Yes. Now, would you be upset about this, or
Yes.
how would you react?
I would absolutely be upset because
Yes.
that's the selling point of the place. I mean, it looks like an awesome place, but if you're getting it, it's like you go with a group of friends, you're like, well, let's play pool, have some beer, just relax.
Yeah.
And then I get there, and it's the size on like a mini thing.
Yeah.
No, I'd
And
be
you would wonder
really
what
mad.
else did they lie to me about?
No,
Yeah, it's
unacceptable.
like, look at this king-size bed in the picture, and you get there, it's about this big.
Yeah. No way. No way. Not happy.
Okay, moving on. 3 words for you. Hot dog water.
Bring it on.
Yes, a festival booth in Vancouver, BC sold unfiltered hot dog water for $38 a piece, and people drank it up. The seller claims the drink helps you lose weight, look younger, and other things. What are your thoughts on this?
So let me chime in for a minute because some people, I'm not saying hot dog water, but people buy brine, you know, from pickles.
Yeah, I've heard of that too.
And it's super salty, and people say that when they drink it, it does something to their body. But maybe the hot
Like
dog.
retain water?
I'm not saying
no,
hot
I know
dog
what
is
you-
disgusting.
yeah.
Like I would never do that and buy it.
I'm not drinking
for that
anything in a
price.
bottle unless it has a worm in it. That's it.
Oh right, yeah, there is
That's
that.
it.
There is that. But hot. I mean,
No,
thank you.
Hot dog water.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Even if you boil water and then smell it at home. It's
Oh no, yeah.
Grease floating on the top.
Right.
Oh, God, it's
And especially for
disgusting.
that much.
Yes, I know.
No.
$38.
Yeah.
Okay, our next hot topic. I want our managers just to turn down the volume just a little bit, guys, if you're watching this show. A new study shows most Americans steal. That's right, they steal from work. The #1 thing people do is use the office printer for personal stuff. Have you guys ever stolen anything from Como TV?
If we're counting
If
using
we're
the
counting
printer.
using the printer, yeah.
Yeah.
I
For
mean-
personal stuff.
Yeah,
for sure.
I bet most people do that.
Right.
Like, and not a lot. It's not like I bring in my kids' research papers and print them here. You know, but
Right.
like you have something somebody emailed you want to print it out and take it
coupon.
home, a
Yeah.
coupon,
Something
or
like, you know, absolutely. I
And-
mean, I can't imagine if someone says no to that.
Yeah.
Then they're
Yeah.
not telling the truth. There's
Right.
no way.
Yes,
There's
right.
no way.
And most of us wouldn't think of it as stealing. I do understand that it
Yeah.
is. You're
Right.
using your work's printer,
I took a
ink,
box of
and all of
pens.
that. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
kidding. I'm only
box?
kidding. No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. No, I don't. Right, exactly. It's like, first of all, where do you get the box? And no, I didn't.
I don't steal from Como. I just steal from the employees here. I go through the purses and everything.
See, he's the lunchroom thief. The hot dog.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, our next hot topic and our final one. Time is running out to help support Como's Miracle Month campaign. It benefits Seattle Children's. Molly, I know we've talked about this at length many times here on the show, and you do such a terrific job with this. Tell us a little bit about what's happening this year.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Gard. So Miracle Month is actually something new that we're doing. We've spent this month every week debuting a new story about a child who has had some sort of treatment at Seattle Children's. Seattle Children's right now is in the middle of this really big campaign. It's their biggest fundraiser ever. Where they're just asking you to say yes to helping support Seattle Children's. And girls like this one right here, she actually is somebody who traveled all the way from England to have immunotherapy treatment here. It worked. She's cancer-free. And amazing. Immunotherapy is the future of cancer treatment. Someday kids will be diagnosed with cancer. They'll go to the doctor, have a few shots, and that'll be it. They've just launched a new trial that will tackle brain tumors. We're actually just announcing that one on our newscast tonight. So you can support that kind of work, but also uncompensated care, you know, for those of us who just have to go to the hospital and people in our community who can't afford to pay the bill. And so it's research, it's community services, uncompensated care. And we're just asking that you take a look. You can go to our website, comonews.com/miracle, and find out how to become a monthly donor. It doesn't have to be a huge amount every month, but we're just asking that you say yes to supporting Seattle Children's and the great work that they do in our community. And check out the stories, too. They are on our website, and there are just some really beautiful examples of the type of work that Seattle Children's does. Really does.
Really awesome. And the stories you do are award-winning and just terrific.
Thank you, Carl.
All right, thank you guys for being on the show.
Yeah, have a great weekend.
Yeah, you guys
Happy
too.
Pride.
All right, Seattle Refine is just getting started. Coming up inside a multi-million-dollar fixer-upper of the Seattle waterfront home that has endless possibilities. Plus, the Jurassic World sequel chomps into theaters this weekend. We have your sneak peek. But first, calling all geeks, the Toy and Geek Fest is next weekend at the Washington State Fair Event Center in Puyallup. And Refine wants to give you a VIP experience. We're giving you a chance to win 2 weekend passes plus a photo op with one of the celebrity guests. Actors from Star Wars, The Descendants, Supergirl, and Z Nation will be there. All you have to do to log on is go to seattlerefine.com/contest. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Refine. I'm Gard Swanson. You know, there's nothing quite like living lakeside, being able to walk out the back door and hit the water. All week long, our sponsor, Windermere Real Estate, is giving us a glimpse at some of our region's most jaw-dropping waterfront homes. And today, we head to the shores of Lake Washington to check out a stunning property that is loaded with potential. Here's Refine's Brandon Bernstead.
It's one of Seattle's most sought-after neighborhoods. Windermere is perfectly located between Laurelhurst and Sand Point. It's just a couple of miles from University Village and a short 15-minute drive from downtown, but it feels like a community unto itself.
Our neighborhood is comprised of just over 300 homes, and it is a neighborhood where people move back to. Adult children move back into the neighborhood after they've grown up here. I think that speaks volume to the community.
Sue Rockwell has almost 3 decades of experience in Seattle real estate. She knows this property is loaded with potential. Situated in the heart of Windermere, the 4,800 square foot home boasts 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and incredible waterfront access.
We have 145 front feet of waterfront, which is one of our largest parcels in the Windermere neighborhood and actually along the northeast Seattle coast of Lake Washington. The privacy that this parcel offers is going to speak to someone. You come down here and you're in a different world.
This is low bank waterfront, meaning it's just steps from the backyard to the dock, close enough that the lapping of the lake can lull you to sleep at night.
This can be your retreat away from the rest of your life. You can do your own entertaining here on a grand scale. So the combination of that is unlike many others.
The home itself was built in the 1960s. It's a blank canvas, an architect's dream project.
What can't you be excited about? It's a tranquil, beautiful setting. The house itself orients very well, takes advantage of the site, allows kind of a lot of opportunity for visual continuity through the house, and then opportunities for natural light and view towards the water. opening things up.
Aaron Mollick is a principal at Stewart Silk Architects. He thinks the house could easily be reoriented to make it more contemporary.
I would say, we need to connect these spaces more closely to each other.
Right.
We have a formal dining room. In a lot of cases, that's one of the least used rooms in a house. They look beautiful, but seldomly used. So I would say that, maybe the dining room doesn't take front and center. Now the kitchen activity seems to be the hub of the household. Maybe the kitchen resides here.
And when it's opened up, then you have that flow.
Yeah, I mean, you have fireplace, true masonry fireplace, that is quite an investment nowadays. It becomes a focal point, and the nice part here is where the fireplaces are oriented. They don't detract from the view. They complement it. So I think that there's a lot of things that are already going well for the house.
The expansive decks provide opportunity for more indoor-outdoor flow and natural light, a chance to showcase that jaw-dropping view.
Once you get out here, you can see, again, this expansive waterfront that we've got. And it's just highlighted about how much privacy there is here. And so, party on.
What a cool piece of property. If you want to see more, the Washington Waterfront Home Tour sponsored by Windermere Real Estate is this Saturday and Sunday. To learn more, log on to our website. Run! And coming up, Jurassic World hits theaters this weekend. But before you see it, you're going to want to hear what our refined movie critic has to say first. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. You know, there is a new monster in town getting ready to kick butt at the box office this weekend. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom has already made $400 million overseas. Is it worth the money? Here's Refined Scott Rondo with Rondo's review.
There's a certain irony that the least far-fetched thing about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is the dinosaurs. The latest edition of the Creatures Gone Wild franchise is a paint-by-numbers monster movie that sort of works if you don't think about it too much. Bryce Dallas Howard is back as dinosaur activist Claire Deering.
This movie starts at a crisis point. There is an extinction level event that is going to occur on the island. There is an active volcano and it's going to erupt and all of the dinosaurs are going to die unless Claire does something about it.
What she does is hunt down dinosaur whisperer and ex-love interest Owen Grady, played by Chris Pratt, and head back to Jurassic World to try and save the doomed animals.
A rescue op, what could go wrong?
But when a group of bad guys pulls off a dinosaur double cross, the Triceratops really hits the fan.
This is the most dangerous creature that ever walked the earth.
When Fallen Kingdom plays to its strengths, which is cool-looking dinosaurs wreaking havoc, it's actually pretty enjoyable. It's the humans that are the problem. The charismatic Chris Pratt manages to rise above the mishigas of a script packed with every scary movie cliche known to man. There's the scrappy paleo-veterinarian, the scaredy-cat computer nerd, a little girl constantly in peril, and enough mustache-twirling bad guys to give Snidely whiplash, well, whiplash. Poor Bryce Dallas Howard really gets the short end of the stick in this one, with nothing more to do than look scared and deliver no-brainer instructions like, hold on, run, and look out. If you ask me, Fallen Kingdom seems like a half-baked means to an end that will undoubtedly make enough money to pay for the obligatory sequel. Boy, I give Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom 2.5 T-Rex. Scott Rondo, Seattle Refined.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is rated PG-13. Seattle Refined will be right back after this. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Seattle Refined. As we end the show, here are some of our favorite photos from the Bachelor casting call last night from Pacific Place. Have a great weekend, everybody.